Hello there and welcome. Today we're gonna talk about the Seiko Presage Sharp Edged and why I didn't buy one. I bought a ton of watches over time, from brands like JLC, Rolex, Sin and Casio, but I always wanted a Seiko. The brand has a great community behind it. People talk about modding, all the releases and are passionate about every single detail. It drew me to the brand, and at many points I was 1 second away from buying one. At one point I was even on the waiting list at a Seiko boutique for an SKX 007. I don't think anyone ever said that sentence before. The boutique never called me, and so I didn't buy that watch either. After all the postponements, Seiko raised the prices, the SKX 007 was discontinued, and a lot of new watches saw the light of day. One of these new pieces is the Seiko Presage Sharp Edged, which caught my eye from the second I saw it. Seiko, especially with their Presage line, produces beautiful dials, and the hemp leaf dial of this watch is no exception. Even though I still struggle with recognizing the hemp leaf, I love the pattern. It originates from the 8th century Japan and symbolizes growth and health by incorporating depth into the pattern. The appearance of your dial changes every time you look at it. Each ray of light changes the dial and makes it more interesting to look at. The colors can range from a deep green to almost black. The hands are finished with an attention to detail that most people won't even recognize at first glance. They are brushed on one half and polished on the other, which makes them appear three-dimensional even though they are flat. Also, as always, Seiko's loom shines as bright as the loom of any top brand out there. The watch case has a modern shape and diameter of 39mm, with mainly brushed surfaces and polished accents. With every version except the golden one comes a steel bracelet, and I wouldn't wanna miss out on it. It's a well-made bracelet with barely any stretch, and the solid clasp with beveled edges on the inside only makes it more comfortable. You also get a see-through case back to admire the 6R35 movement on the inside. For a $1,000 piece, the movement doesn't look particularly nice, but for someone who just enters the world of watchmaking, it's nice to have nonetheless. But why then didn't I ever pull the trigger on a Seiko watch, and not even this one? Before Seiko's change, I was flipping a lot of watches and never stayed with one piece for more than a few months. Now, after their price increase, I have a hard time justifying $1,000 for a watch with an accuracy of -15 to +25, when I can get a COSC certified watch with -4 to +6 for the same money. Even smaller brands like Yema have an accuracy of -10 to +10. I know this sounds like snobbery, but when a brand intends to place a product in the same price bracket as many other competitors, people will compare it. I don't like to set my watch more often than I need to, but since I'm very punctual, I do it if the deviation gets too big. At +15 or so seconds per day, it's a necessity for me to set the watch every week. As always, this is my subjective opinion, and I get it if people don't care as much about accuracy as I do. This is no issue for me with vintage pieces, but I judge current watches by today's standards. Does accuracy bother you at all, and would you buy this watch? As soon as Seiko improves the accuracy of their calibers, I'll buy one once and for all. If you liked the video, please leave a like, and if it wasn't your cup of tea, tell me why in the comments down below.